Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for watching. Today's video is going to be how much Suboxone should you be taking. And before I start the video, I need to let you know that I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. This is just my experience. And I'm just trying to help somebody out and maybe help them from going too high to start with. So, kind of what I would recommend is going off of your dependency of opiates. Now I have zero experience with heroin, so I can't give you advice on that. Never tried that. And maybe if that's your boat, then you can kind of relate this and make your own adjustments from there. So my experience when I first tried Suboxone was I tried 8 milligrams, a full strip, and I got very high from that first dose. Now, that kind of sucked because that instantly made me realize, is like, well crap, this is much cheaper and much easier to get than painkillers, so why would I want to take painkillers anymore? So it was like a win-lose kind of thing for me, I thought. And instantly I saw the benefit of Suboxone because also it kept me high for almost a full day straight. Now, of course, the high wasn't just like painkillers or full opiate agonists, however you say that, but it was similar. But it was definitely not as good feeling as being on a painkiller. So don't expect that or hope for that. What I would highly suggest is that you make sure that you're not getting high off the Suboxone, because if you are getting high off the Suboxone, then your dose is too high. So what I would recommend is that you only use Suboxone to get rid of your withdrawal symptoms, such as diarrhea, hot and cold sweats, maybe vomiting. I've never vomited from withdrawal, but your anxiety, depression, lack of energy, those are kind of the basics when it comes to opiate withdrawal. And you will be amazed how low of a dose you can take of Suboxone, and it will get rid of your withdrawal symptoms. So if you can be strong about it, then I would say start very low. Start with 1 milligram, okay? And just as like a kind of a small chart basis, I would say maybe take 1 milligram for every 10 milligrams of opiate. How do I say that? So okay, say let's just start over here. So let's say you have a 50 milligram Percocet or Loratab or Roxy, 50 milligram per day habit. If you had a habit of 50 milligrams per day, then I would probably take about a half of a Suboxone. I think that would be more than enough to alleviate all symptoms and then some. Try that and see how you feel. Just listen to your body and don't expect or hope to be getting high, because that's not what you want. You want to feel normal. You want to feel like the world's not about to end like it feels like when you go to withdrawal. Now, if you were really wanting to get off of the stuff altogether really fast, then start with 1 milligram and see how you feel. Wait maybe an hour, and you'll know within probably the first 30 minutes if it's going to be good or not, if it's going to be enough or not. If you take 1 milligram and you still feel like the world's about to end, then maybe try taking 2 milligrams. See how you feel. Wait another hour. I would highly suggest taking your dose in the morning, probably before you eat, because I've noticed that if you take it after you eat, it's much less effective. So it's best just to take it in the morning and call it good. That way you don't have to think about it all day. Your anxiety is not up waiting for the dose all day. So just to kind of clarify again, if you are on, I would say if you're on 80 milligrams of painkillers a day or higher, then start with 1 full Suboxone strip. Okay, now like I said, you really need to be careful and notice if it's getting you high and you feel zombie-like. If your eyes get glazed, that's a big one. If your eyes get glazed, you're taking too much and you're overdoing it. Okay, so that's a big key factor for me. I'm not sure if you guys are all going to be the same way, but I would say to kind of judge it that way. If you feel zombie-like, if you're falling asleep all the time and you're tired, you're taking too much, guys. You need to lower the dose. If I was to do it over again, I would probably start with, I got up to maybe 150 milligrams a day at my worst of painkillers. And if I was to do it over again, knowing what I know, I probably would start with like 4 milligrams, even at that high dose. But like I said, guys, if you can, just start as low as possible. And if at all possible, don't ever go above 8 milligrams a day. You do not need that much. The difference between taking 8 milligrams a day and 24 milligrams a day is you get a crap load more side effects, and you literally will feel almost no difference. There's the ceiling effect of Suboxone. It's good that you know what that is, so you guys should look into that if you're unfamiliar with that term. And yeah, just kind of take it from there and let me know what works for you guys, what dose you're on. I'd like to know what dose you guys are on in comparison to how many milligrams of painkillers you were taking. Let us know in the comments, and let's try to help some people out going forward and not jumping up to such a high dose right off the bat, because chances are your doctor's going to try to start you off on a really high dose because they want to keep that money rolling in. And the higher they start you off, the longer you're going to be in the taper, and the longer you're going to be paying them hundreds of dollars a month. So like I said, drop some comments below. Let's help some people out, guys, and let's just get off this crap and live a sober life. So thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want more videos like this. I got a bunch of them coming out, so thanks for following along, guys.